7 hours and 22 minutes. That's how long, on average, we teenagers spend looking at our phones every single day. I'm gonna count down from 10, okay? Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did that feel long to you? Maybe slightly even uncomfortable? If you actually spend 7 hours and 22 minutes on your phone every day, then you're experiencing 2,652 of those exact 10-second intervals staring at your screen. But you probably don't really notice it. Why? Because our phones are designed to make time disappear, to make you feel like every moment goes unnoticed. And it's in those unnoticed moments that we lose not only our time, but our presence, our attention, and our lives. So there's also an endless cycle of checking that we have. You know, those constant pickups that happens over 100 times a day. We pick up our phones expecting some sort of revolutionary notification to show up every minute. But most of the time, there's nothing new anyway. So why do we feel this urge, this constant magnetic pull to check our phones? It goes beyond just curiosity. It's a layer of fear. There's a term called FOMO, and it stands for the fear of missing out. It's a deliberate strategy used by businesses to tap into our fear of constantly wanting to belong. All right, there's a pretty international crowd over here, so I'm pretty sure you've all had to go through the pain of fitting your entire lives into 25 kilograms and then carry that 25 kilogram box to the other side of the world to start a new life. Now, for me, this meant constantly fighting the urge not to buy excessive things that I didn't need. But you know, there's always a voice in our head that goes, what if I need it later? Or what if I regret not buying it? What if it's out of stock the next time I come here? And it's that voice in our head that grows louder the more choices we have. As psychologist Barry Schwartz puts it, the more choices we have, the more we want, and the more we regret. And here's the thing. FOMO isn't just a marketing buzzword. It's a psychological phenomenon. Studies have shown that FOMO not only fuels our buying habits, but it also disrupts sleep, lowers productivity, and even harms our mental health. And the thing is that it's everywhere. It's on TikTok, Instagram, X, etc. The moment you open these apps, you're bombarded by what everyone else is doing, what you're not doing, what you should be doing. And these platforms aren't just trying to sell you their products. They're trying to sell you the idea of belonging, the feeling that unless you're part of the latest wave, then you're completely missing out. And in a split second, they have turned a casual scroll into a personal decision to buy in. All right, we can make this real now. If you want, you can check your screen time in your settings, or if not, you can just keep the number in your head, estimate it based on how much you think you spend, your time on your phone. And look at your top 3 apps, through the breakdown. Are they social media? Are they games? What story do these apps tell you about how you spend your life? And my question is this the story you want to keep writing? Because we often complain that we don't have enough time, but here it is, hidden in plain sight. What if we spent just 10% less of this time, of this number on your phones, doing something that we truly care about? Dedicated to something more important. And the thing that we also have to tell ourselves is that the layer beyond the urgency and the, curiosity that we have is always going to be there. My name is Tina, and I've made a term that you can remember this by. It's a blend of FOMO and leverage that businesses use. I like to call it FOMage. And it actually causes you to not only want something, but feel like you need it. And if you don't act on it, then you're missing out forever. So you always have to remember that if FOMage or FOMO starts to take hold, ask yourself, is this something that is truly beneficial to my life? Or is it either a waste of time or another illusion of limited availability at play? By doing this, we can shift from passive consumers to informed and mindful decision makers who are very responsible with how they spend their time and money. Remember, you are not the product. They are. Make the choice, not the sale. Thank you for listening. Thank you.